So I attempted to make this video like 3 different times, you know, but with little kids and everything. We had kids screaming because they were hungry. And anyway, I have decided to make a favorite meal of my husband's called pizza pasta. And I got this recipe from my mother-in-law, who I don't know where she got it from, but the recipe calls for like mushrooms and stuff, and I don't really like mushrooms, so we're gonna kind of make it our own. But it's done in the Instapot, and I have already sauteed ground sausage, and that's the first step, is ground sausage. And so ground sausage, and once it's brown and things like that, you drain the excess fat and water and things like that. Then you go ahead and you add in 1 onion, and then in here somewhere you add, there's also, see, green pepper, and you dump that in the pot. Let's see. Now the trick is, my mother-in-law told me and everyone else, is once you cook and brown the meat, don't stir the other ingredients. So I'm gonna put it down here. Hopefully that'll help. I have the recipe on my phone. So onions, black olives. I like sliced black olives. And I'm just using this little can from, I don't know, from Walmart. Add some of that, but don't add the rest because you want to leave some for the top. And then you add, let's see, pepperoni, and we decided to do the baby small mini pepperonis, and I'm gonna write the recipe out on the description, but you add in about a half a bag. Now you want to be careful because in one of these bags, yeah, the last time I made this, I added this, the food saver thing, and it fell. I was like, oh no, I wasn't sure if it was bad or not, which isn't. It's not bad. So I added a little bit of pepperoni, leaving some of it for the top, and then I hope you can hear me. But then you add, let's see, black olive, pepperoni, rotini pasta. I don't have rotini pasta, so I'm trying to be frugal and use what I have. So I have this shell pasta, and I'm just gonna pour how many I think. It's called, the recipe calls for about 1 box, so about 4 cups. Yeah. So I have a 1 cup, and I'm just gonna pour some pasta in it. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Remember, the trick is once you get all the other ingredients in the Instapot, don't stir it, don't touch it. It'll be tempting to stir, but you don't want to stir it. I keep looking at the viewfinder. I'm supposed to be looking in the middle, but you, let's see, pizza sauce. So about 2 cups of pizza, or yeah, 2 cups of pizza sauce. My husband, his family's really good with making pizza sauce, and so I had him do it homemade from like tomato sauce and tomato paste and seasonings. So I'm just gonna take the same scooper and just scoop out 2 cups. So 1, 2. You know, I'm just gonna pour a little bit more in. Okay. You might hear Despicable Me in the background. My kids are watching it. Rotini pasta pizza sauce. Oh, salt, pepper, and garlic. About 1 tablespoon of garlic. I just like buying this from like Winco. So 1 tablespoon or more. I like garlic. You also might hear my neighbors open and shut the door. And then you need 2 cups of water. I don't know. I'm gonna add just a tad bit more water. Okay. I added just a little bit more noodles. So I wanted to add more water. And then you close the Instapot and you set it on high for about 5 minutes. You know what? I'm gonna go all out and I'm just gonna add a little bit more. I'm afraid it's gonna be dry. And you don't want it to be dry. But I'm gonna add the lid. There's been so many times on the Instapot where I forget to like check the top. But yep, it seems to be good. I'm gonna push it back. Hopefully I have more water, or I have enough water that the Instapot, that the thing doesn't brown. Not brown, I don't want, you can tell I'm a little nervous. I don't want the pasta noodles not to you know, get moist enough. So that's, I'm gonna add just a tad bit more water, but don't stir. And you put it, you pressure cook. And what did it say? The recipe said about 5 minutes. I'm gonna do 6. Cause I always do that. Oh, and then down for about 6, and then start. I just know that this, I'm gonna have hopes that this turns out right. And I'm also gonna pair this with garlic bread. I think it sounds really good. All right, I'm gonna clean up a little bit and I will let you know how it turns out. Okay, so it's been about 6 minutes and you're supposed to do a quick release. And it looks like this. And then you get your spoon and you just give it a nice, oh, it's steaming. You're supposed to give it a nice big stir. And then, well, it seems like it's stirred enough. I hope these pasta shells. Hold on, I'm filming. Hold on. And then you're supposed to put the rest of the ingredients on top. So 2 cups of mozzarella, and then the rest of the olives and the rest of the pepperoni. So I'm gonna go ahead and do that. Just a second. So I'm gonna do about 2 cups of mozzarella. Let's see. I made this one time when it was too much cheese and it just was kind of gross. It tasted like glue. But the rest of the pepperoni and the rest of the olives. And then you're supposed to put the lid back on and let it sit for 5 minutes. And that's it. I'll show you a picture of it when it's done.
That's called Parmesan.
And this is what it looks like. It's a little cheesy, but this is pizza pasta.
Remember, we need chips too.
Thanks for watching.